Hello, hello again. Okay, just came from the gym because, I don't have to say it. I don't know about you, but I have been feeling incredible pull from the earth the last couple of days. Like it's just been really hard to keep, my spirit and my body happy. Sometimes it happens so easily, and sometimes you have to work just a little bit harder. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Food. I want to talk about air, the food we eat, the water we drink, and the impressions that we take in. And how, when things feel a little more difficult, they don't necessarily have to be a reason. Just sometimes, when you wake up in the morning and it just seems like, oh, what is going on? How to pull yourself up and make a profit from it. So, the food we eat. Since the detox is coming in like a week or two, we said around the 21st, I want you to start preparing for it. Like, I know no one really likes to do this, but start to log just so that you can have an idea of the type of food that you're eating. Is it organic? Is it protein? Is it how much, are you eating a lot of carbs? Just start to write it down without judgment, just so you can get an understanding of what you're putting in your body. The same with water. How much of it are you drinking? What's the quality of it? Where is it coming from? Is it coming from the tap? Is it bottle or the bottle's plastic? Blah, 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 blah. And also the air. Like, are you getting outside amongst trees and flowers and plants and breathing fresh air? Or are you in an office all day breathing recycled air, and when you finally get out of the office, you're heading into a subway or you go to a small apartment? I mean, all these things. Start to look at your life, okay? Very important, because we have to start to change things. And if we don't know where we're starting from, we're not going to be able to change things. And I want to talk to you a little bit about impressions. I think about impressions as soul food, food for your soul. Are you feeding your soul every day? Are you reading poetry, going to see beautiful art, looking at nature, contemplating your life in a positive way, reading? What are you doing to feed your soul? Because soul food is so important and often neglected. It's all about the diets, calories in, calories out, and fat loss. You don't realize that your weight, or the weight that you're holding, is physical and emotional and spiritual. It's all of it. And it's constantly needs to be shed, and maybe a little bit needs to be put back on and then shed again. And it's a constant moving, just like the flow of the universe. So if I'm getting a little esoteric on you, I'm sorry. It's just what I love. So I'm a little all over the place, but my point is I want you to start logging your food, logging your water, and logging your impression. It's a lot of logging, I know, but I want you to understand, before we go into this cleanse, where you're at, what you're doing, what we could tweak, what we could fix, why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Which reminds me, I mentioned that this morning I wasn't feeling so hot. Physically, I felt fine, but like my spirit, I felt like it was hard to bring my spirit up. It was like I was dragging it behind me. So before I got out of bed in the morning, I felt it. And I said, what thoughts do I want to think about? How do I want to start this day? I see that this day, for whatever the reason, I don't even really know why, is starting off a little bit heavy. So what can I do, knowing that, to work with it? So before I got out of bed, I just sat there and sensed myself for a bit, like 5 minutes, because I'm a little hyper. It's hard for me to sit there. But hey, got to start somewhere, right? Then I went about my rituals, brushing my teeth, the whole thing, of trying to really sense myself. I meditated for 5 minutes, which for me, that means sitting quietly and thinking about my creator, or who created me, or who God is, or what it might be for you. I'm just trying to share with you. And then I made my healthy breakfast and drank my water and took my 8,000 vitamin pills and checked my emails and started getting ready for my day and starting to work. Saw a couple of clients, and then I went to the gym. So On that note, in some nation, I know it's a lot, but in some nation, and I'm an Aquarian, so I tend to be a little bit over the place, but those of you who know me. And those who don't, here I am. So blog your food, blog your water, blog your moods, and take some time to think about what you're putting in your body as food, and what you're taking in as impressions, and are you feeding your soul? I hope that makes sense. Post questions. Love you. Bye. Signing off.